They're playing very well right now.
Cavs have emerged as one of the best stories in the league. They're 14-1 their last 15 games, which I believe is the longest streak without LeBron in Cavs franchise history.
Like I said, you got to report news and include LeBron.
Without LeBron, it's the longest streak ever.
He did play for the Cavs. I think it matches the streak when he was there. I'm just pointing out information. Stat man, as they call it. They've won 6 straight games, passed the Bucks for second in the East. Donovan Mitchell been a big part of the Cavs' success, doing legendary stuff like this. Gil, I don't know if you caught this.
Such a big part of that. Underrated part of that. As Mitchell now.
It's great to see Black History Month. Get him.
Oh, my God.
To himself, do you believe that? Donovan Mitchell with a circus
over there.
has given the Cavaliers an 18-point lead.
They couldn't do nothing with that, Gil. Happy Black History Month on behalf of Donovan Mitchell. So during the streak.
Quite a few times this season.
No, that was different. I mean, just the thought process.
Oh, yeah. The thought process of that was...
That's just different.
I ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah, I ain't got nowhere to go, and I don't want to pass.
I don't want to pass it, none of y'all.
I don't want to pass.
Right.
So here go the backboard. There go the backboard.
So to the backboard it goes.
Pass it to me.
So during the streak, Spiders averaging close to 29 points a game, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, shooting close to 50% from the field, 36% from 3. Gil, please don't hate. Be mindful. We have Cavs fans watching. Are the Cavs for real or fugazi? Second in the East right now, creeping on a come up.
I mean, you know, for last year? I mean, they've played well. Since Donovan's been there, they've played like a team. They have all the ingredients to be a good team, right? They play together. They like each other. They still need a couple more pieces to really compete, like especially in the playoffs. Your 2 best players are, 6 foot, right? Both of them are the same actual player, right? So when you start getting isolation plays and they start picking on you, you can't hide neither one of them. Garland and Mitchell are both the same type of guys. Garland's more of the PG style. But, when, like somebody like Boston goes big, right, and you got Jaylen Brown and Tatum at the 1-2, what do you do there, right? Because you guys have to guard them now. So depending on who they match up with, they can get out of that first round. But for the most part, they don't have enough firepower to go further than the second.
Yeah. I mean, I think they would just have to, over-scheme defensively, which that can take away from their offense, which is what they're thriving on, considering that Mitchell and Garland are considered undersized. When did they lose last year?
First round to the Knicks.
Mm-hmm. But they had a really decent season last season as well.
They're 4th seed.
I mean, they got that year of experience under their belt in the playoffs, which I think will be helpful. But yeah, I agree with Gil. They need to get a little bigger.
Yeah.
Or they'll just over-scheme and defensively lock it up, being undersized.
So you talk about getting that playoff experience. Jared Allen last year, or on that first round exit to the Knicks last year, said, even for me, the lights were brighter than expected. I think they're used to those.
They're used to
Turn them down.
Those Ohio lights.
Too bright. But Rashad, are the Cavs for real fugazi?
I think, just like the Knicks, they turn in the corner. It takes a lot of wear and tear on the ego and the pride of a team that's expected to do certain shit and don't really deliver compared to a team that's not expected to do anything and start to, show progression. And I think with both the Knicks and the Cavs, you look at where they were and where they came. And now you look at Donovan Mitchell doing what he's doing. 15 games, no Garland. Mm-hmm. Right? No Mobley. So you just got Allen and Mitchell cooking. Smaller. Playing small ball, they're doing what they need to do. Now, you add those 2 other pieces, even if they're playing 2 guards, so he's 6'3", Garland's 6'2", 6'1.5", it really doesn't matter about the size and the scheme between Mobley and Allen. They're 2 great defensive players, right? And so it's about them facing a Philadelphia 76ers team where you have to do something with Embiid. You could get both of them in foul trouble. Yeah. That's their only real hurdle. Everybody else, even with the Knicks last year, that was a toss-up. It was a toss-up series, and they just didn't show up because, like you said, Allen showed up. He's like, it was a little bit brighter than I thought. Yeah. Now you get another year of, that ain't gonna be no excuse this time, Jared. Like, we're paying you, we're paying Evan, we're paying Garland, and we're definitely paying Mitchell. We need y'all to show up this time. Take us over the hump. And I think Donovan has taken a leadership role now, knowing that Garland is out for 15 games, and he's shown, I'm ready to show the world that I'm a star, right? And that I can be, and I think that I am a superstar. I always looked at him as little D Wade, especially in Utah, and the way that he plays in Cleveland.
I forgot he was in Utah.
He changed the dynamic of, he changed the dynamic of how he actually plays the game in somewhat of a bigger market because LeBron put a stamp on it as up in the market value. But if he wants to go somewhere else, he doesn't have to prove that he can take the team somewhere else other than the first round exit.
So if Knicks versus them this year,
both healthy?
Both healthy.
Woo! It's toss up. 7. It's going 7. It's going 7.
So right now, playoffs started today. Cavs will be facing the Magic at the 7th seed.
They win.
And then they'd have the winner of the
Cavs beat
Bucks
Magic?
Pacers. Bucks Pacers in the second round, which
So that's what I said. The problem.
be the Pacers.
The problem. No,
No.
not in the playoffs.
Not the Bucks.
The problem with the.
they've been smacking them this year.
They've been smacking the Bucks.
I mean,
They've been smacking the Bucks.
The Pacers are 4-1 against the Bucks this year.
Yeah, Suns smacked everybody.
They got their number.
Ooh, yeah.
Regular season though.
Suns smacked everybody during regular season too. When playoffs came, they got smacked up themselves. Like the regular season has nothing to do.
It don't matter.
Because the regular season, this happens. They get this book, and this book tells you everything a coach can and can't do, everything a player can and can't do. So when the Knicks look at this book, they're going to say, all right, Donovan Mitchell loves going left. All his step backs going left. All his jumping ability is left. All his shots, his creativity goes left. If we push him to his right hand, he can't jump off his left leg. He can't step back off his left leg.
Already
Right?
It's called scouting.
I have all this scouting reports. So when we're playing this game, when you look at the game and how it's being played, and they're sitting there pushing him to his strong hand, knowing his strong hand is his weak hand in this realm, there's a reason. Right? When we seen, what was his name? Ricky Rubio, right? When we watched the Ricky Rubio versus James Harden, and Ricky Rubio was playing behind him, and everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing? Someone schemed that and thought that was a great idea.
I remember that.
Dirty
He's playing behind him because he's trying to push him to a certain way because of the
Trying to take
scheme.
away the step back.
Yeah, you're trying to take away the step back, not realizing just push him left. Just push him to his left hand and make him try to do the left hand floater. He's a right hand player who wants to get back to this side. That's how he shoots.
Right.
Left, right? If you want me to just drive, push me right.
Right. Yep.
No,
If you want me to use my bag, push me to my weak hand because that's where the hezzy, the crossovers come from, the step backs, the side steps, the pull-ups. That's going left, right? Me going right, shit. All I'm going is all the way to the load the fuck up. Take this charge, shit. I can't do a runner, so shit. Push him right.
Know your personnel.
Know your personnel.
So how far can the Cavs go in the East with Donovan Mitchell as their number one option? Yeah.
I just told you.
Okay, tell me again.
That's it.
Second round?
Second round, depending on who they play. First round exit, best case scenario, second round, because the second round, they're going to be playing some type of juggernaut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Could
agree.
be the Bucks, could be the Pacers right now. So you
They're just as a sneaky team as New York. Like
So,
New York
yeah.
can get to the second round depending on who they play
Yeah.
and how they play when they play. Yeah.
So give me a Cavs Bucks. Let's say they meet in the second round.
Everybody's healthy?
With Doc Rivers
4-1.
coaching.
Oh, Doc.
You can't forget about that.
There.
I forgot
Don't forget about that.
Forgot about the Doc.
Uh-huh.
As much as I wanted to say 4-1,
Because that's what we looking at.
turn into
Like,
4-3 7-game series.
it's the Bucks. He's like, oh, it's the Bucks. Well, Doc is leading.
The Doc.
Bucks go out to a 3-1 lead. That's even more nerve-wracking.
Yeah, you be sitting there like,
there you go.
You know how bad, think about it. That just lets you know how bad it is. When they go up 3-1,
Everyone's like,
everyone's like, oh yeah, this is.
It's better off 2-2. It's better off 2-2. We better off being down.
Like, it's not like, yeah, this series over. You be like, well, yeah.
shit.
Here
It is
you
not.
go.